Oh god damn it! I think. Damn it, Dad! The background music isn't working again. Damn it! Guess we have to do without it again. Ohio. Hi everybody. Oh my. Hang on a second. I gotta turn World of Horror back on. There we go. World of Horror. It's modern time. But yeah, speaking of mods, I was going to try out a cosmetic mod for Game Dev Tycoon, but it didn't work for me, so yeah. And by the way, yeah, I'm starting over from again, like in Game Dev Tycoon, basically. Yeah. Anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we have a Common arrives. I can't gain experience. Like we got Hatsune Miku. Yay. There. Yeah, no, wait. Okay, that's the Japanese Miku. Alright, got it. Must I don't know, must have screwed something up. Okay, Tomoda. In the innate divination skill has run in Hayano's family for generations, but it's the first time she will actively fight against the destiny shown by cards. Ame-chan, I was exploring the horror spots I found on the internet in search of streaming subjects, and before I knew it, I was back in time to this era. Le only known to the school as the Better. He is not a well-known figure in school. He only barely talks and doesn't seem to bother to form any relationship. He's often seen alone outside of school with his baseball bat from the city. Or if you know the reasons why. Okay, you're not sure what's going on, but he could tell you're running out of time. Okay, we got Leon we got Leon is Kennedy. I can't believe this is happening again. It's just like a coon. Leon's first day as the police officer in Raccoon City did not go as planned. After many strange reports in Shiokawa, he decided to investigate. Good Columbo. On a paid vacation to Japan, an elderly force and mistake on the detective's part takes him to Shiokawa on accident. Milk-chan suffers from sad OCD and schizophrenia. He invites his son here to explore the cursed island. She brings the journey ahead, knowing that she'll always have the voice in her head. Someone. Carl. They told me. This guy. Oh my god! I just noticed that my model is covering. It's covering all this. Sorry. Okay, that business trip to 80s Japan for Australia sure didn't work out. Okay, that's a. No, I haven't played it yet. I haven't played that either yet. Okay, Squidward. Wait a minute, is it a Clarence Rental Hall? Oh well, I think SpongeBob is in here. Okay, Leslie Mackerel. Want the many chirpa snippets later, Elias found himself in a mysterious place. And Herbert West from okay, there was supposed to be Vinny here. There's supposed to be Vice's Vinny here, but I don't know, something went wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go play his house. Yeah, let's go if you go take my main man. Okay, so let's up. Trey, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for the follow. Okay, so anyway, let's it's down gotta note it. Garbled. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, that's great. I'm not taking notes. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna forget about it. Randomize and continue. Oh, okay. I got the cultists. Whoops. Library notes. Because we got two outfits for Mr. House. We got House and a House with a question mark. Okay, Atlantic Odyssey of an Occult Orphan. Okay. Okay, by Hapson. Papazelkor, Elf Collaborator, and the Soldier First. The credits. Yeah, this is made by Hapson. Name, Shinsuke Nekoyama. Age 17, occupation, tracer student. Known for unwittingly bringing disasters and lethal accidents on everyone who hangs around him. The next victim of his cursed trait, you. The Nekoyama family, or what's left of it, has moved to the apartment under yours, says Mr. Blank. I heard it's that anyone who talks to them dies horribly. They're cursed. They can be that bad, can't they? You decide to pay them a visit. What's the worst thing that could happen anyway? Downtown mission or hospital. The agent welcomes you into his family's apartment. He turns around to you when your eyes gaze upwards, just in time to notice that the old lamp above him is about to fall. You throw yourself at the teenager and together you fall away. The lamp crashes on the floor, sending a small piece of glass everywhere, but neither of you are harmed. Affecting friends and neighbors since 1980. -2 luck. Name Shinsuke. The boy says as he helps you stand up. Not worry about the lamp. It happens around me often. I'm cursed. I get people killed. Gotta say you're one of the first to get off so easily. He smiles sadly and picks up his backpack. Look, you're cool, but let's meet later after school today. See you there. And he's off. Okay. You rummage for belonging, trying to find anything to help you. Finally pick up bandage. Hopefully it will be enough. When you and Shinsuke meet again, he is very eager about sharing details of his cursed life. He started 4 years ago. I was a really dumb kid and I did something stupid. Now anyone who wants to be friends with me gets in all sort of trouble. Hey, I've heard there's an occult shop there in Shiokawa, right? Go lead me there? I will keep my distance so that the curse won't get you. Shinsuke waves to you from a distance before entering the shop, and after helping him locate some gold bucks, you leave for home. You don't get far before you hear a terrible crash and turn around to see that a car smashed through the shop's window. You help with the passerby, rescue Shinsuke, and when the ambulance arrives, you go with him, thinking that you're one of his relevant. A second. Okay, now it's good. Yeah, let's get the compass. That's a part of therapy. Some patients took part in our classes. Some of their works filled with dread. After waiting for some time, you're allowed to visit Shinsuke. Besides the bandage here and there, he is fine. I was able to find out what happened. Can you, smuggle me out of hospital? Please, I need to visit a neighbor village. I think I know how to reverse the curse. I just can't live like this until I get old and die. Please, I beg you. Hi, first you others. Hello, chat members. Yeah. You're caught up with the woman who was thrown out of the hospital by staff. Hello there, she smiles at you. Came to seek the help of Mutual Care Society. We could help so many sick people in this town, but this hospital staff just doesn't want to let us. Shove his hand back. Do tell, what ails you? Ask about the society. She tells you about the Mutual Care Society founded in 1969 by 4 college students. For the past 15 years, it's been helping poor people in obtaining medicine for their ailments. Kinda strange that it's the first time you hear about them. Somehow, you two managed to sneak out of the hospital and survive the bus ride without incident. I set up some fireworks at the Harvest Temple when I was 13, Shinsuke says, sitting down at the bus stop bench. The temple went up in flames and, well, some sort of spirit cursed me. Can you ask the people for the ashes to the shrine? I am not sure they would like to see me here. Alright. Feeling hungry, you've entered a small local restaurant, not a daily special made with today's sketch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? One by one hurt. And now I got holes. Playing off as a traveling historian, you managed to get the direction to the shrine from one of the younger villagers. With Shinsuke in tow at a safe distance, you head for the shrine. It's located on a hill on the other side of the village, across the rice paddies. In the countryside, an old man calls you out. Hey kid, have you ever seen a hog like this? Having caught your attention, he asks, you like my hog, don't ya? Come on, give it a squeeze. Your refusal only makes him outraged, and he won't take no for an answer. I know what I said. Get here and squeeze my hog. But is it an African or an European hog? I don't know that, he says and fades out of existence, leaving a hog behind. As it turns out, it wasn't even his hog. Fortunately, you are able to return Porkin's son to its rightful owner and get a reward. This hog was huge though. The road leading up the hill leading to the shrine is extremely steep and tires you out. When you get there, you see clear marks of fire on the old supports and terracotta walls. Shinsuke's prank must have involved quite a lot of fireworks. He helps Shinsuke with his task, bringing up the shrine. It takes a whole day to clean up the entire shrine, from the ceiling supports to the doors and floors. Just so when you two are able to finish cleaning the abandoned temple, a sudden gust of warm wind throws a heap of dust onto the altar. You and Shinsuke watch in disbelief. Lines begin to form in the dust, and his invisible finger was writing a message. Saints forgiven harvest festival soon. Just as suddenly as the dust was thrown onto the altar, another gust of warm wind blows it away. You look at Shinsuke only to find an expression of mixed relief and joy on his face. Harvest festival is in 4 months. I've lived with this curse for almost 4 years. 4 months will be no problem. You help Shinsuke clean the altar of the old temple and head back to Shiokawa with the boy in tow. A soft smile does not leave his lips for even a moment. Sometime later, Shinsuke moves yet again along with his uncle, who bought a new workshop in another town. A day after his departure, you hear a news report on the radio about a terrible boss fight with many casualties. Only one person got out of the wreck completely unharmed, a 17-year-old transfer student. Okay, oh no, it feels hard to breathe. The rest action is less effective. Damn it. Okay, no, it does. It does reply. Oh yeah, basically it does kinda. Cacophonic chirping of the creepy cicadas by Haspen. Cicadas have emerged early this year and in much larger numbers than usual. Their chirping is absolutely deafening. And what's worse, they exhibit the most impossible behavior. They behave like humans. They take bus rides, they visit shops and the school and the hospital. They meet at the playgrounds and at the bars, loudly chirping together. Some people try to get rid of them, some are thrilled, some are terrified. Why did the cicada suddenly start behaving like this? Is this the influence of some evil monstrosity, or... One of the cicadas has just went down the stairs and out of your apartment building. It's headed downtown. Could it lead you to the explanation behind these recent events? They saw your wallet. We got it back though. Can't visit downtown. Because of woke. Yeah, I think about it, I could learn some magic. Study old stones. Turn the books and exit the library. The third eye. Plus 1 notch in perception until the end of the mystery doesn't stack. The cicada is skating along with the ground ridiculously fast for such a small critter. You turn the corner and wait, what's that? You peek from around the corner as that cicada you've been following meets up with 2 others. What are they doing? The cicada said chirp one after another, clearly having some sort of conversation. The meeting ends after a while. The other cicadas disappear into the nearby alleys while your cicada continues its run. Where is it going now? Decide to follow the cicada from earlier. It is making a beeline towards the high school. A while later, you notice other cicadas going in the same direction. Here the plot thickens. You stop in front of the local high school. This late in the afternoon, it's closed, but this doesn't stop a cloud of cicadas to cross the gate back and forth. What the hell? You observe them for a while and finally realize what they're doing. Stealing! Every so often, a cicada leaves the school grounds carrying a small item on its back. A ruler, a piece of plywood, a plastic cap. Okay, first study, sword knock. Plus 1 damage while under nicotine rush effect. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, we got any hardware in here? Fuel, wrench, shovel. Human-like behavior, secretive a group meaning theft of items from the school. Are these cicadas intelligent? What sort of sinister deed are those innocents planning? The one you've been following has just boarded a bus. You can't let it escape. When you board the bus, you freeze. Almost every seat is occupied by a cicada or two or more. Terrified, you look at the driver as she closes the door. Look, they've been doing this for the past few days. I've already stopped questioning it. I just want to do my job, you know. So please sit down and enjoy the trip. You sit down near the front door where there's no cicadas. Sometimes you turn to look at them, only to see them staring back, or tripping secretively with each other. You're sure they're on you. When you leave the bus after the cicadas, you realize that they're nowhere to be seen. How could they all run away so quickly? Someone in the village must have seen them, right? Well, there's only one way to be sure about it. When a screaming man runs past you, tearing off his clothes, something lands at your feet. See blood-stained scarf. The writing on it reads, Black Mother. You quickly realize that those are the words that the man was shouting. Take it with you. You wrap the cloth around your wrist. You continue your investigation, the strange cloth making you feel oddly at ease. The only thing the villagers know about the cicadas is that the local forest is seen with them. Day and night, it's all noise. We can't see because of them, they say, clearly exhausted. Okay, let's go to the forest then. As you walk through the forest, you stumble upon a field of weird mushrooms that you've never seen before. Every one of them has a face and a natural green color. Well, yeah, sure, let's try one of them. Despite your common sense, you take a bite from one of the mushrooms. Suddenly, you feel like your head is spinning and you fall losing consciousness. When you wake up, your head feels light and your mind feels clear. We got +1 reason, though. For some reason. Can't investigate the forest. Because Egotech won't let me. Well, I guess I'm going to... yeah, sure, let's buy a kind of acid. Yeah, you know what, let's go around the village. Ah. January. Ghoul with a dusty breath. By rigor marches in the Jiwok. Hey, I got an empty bottle. Okay, I guess I'm going to the cliff then. Yeah, sure, let's sell them out. You know how to get closer. The bar lab sex smells horrible, making you gag. Yes, the man was inside. Fish. Going deeper into the forest, you can't help but to realize the tiny dirt mounds lining the path. They look cute like minuscule grays, perfectly fit for a cicada. Your friend left in a hurry, only telling you that he has sent something for you, by a tree marked with a red sign. After a short trek, you find the marked tree. You feel very uneasy about it. Examine this. You examine the strange marking. Suddenly, you feel an urge to scratch at it. When you do so, the marking starts to bleed. You move away from the tree, only to notice that the other trees have also started bleeding. You run, the forest clearly slowly turning red. You hear chipping that grows louder and louder with each step you take. Finally, you reach a large amount of dirt with dozens of cicadas scurrying about. The cicadas have built a miniature temple. You stare in disbelief as the cicadas gathered around in it. Their attention seems to be focused on the strange black idol in the center of the shrine. As they begin a rhythmic chant, the ground under you starts to shake. You run towards the tiny temple in an attempt to stop the ritual. Unsure what to do, you reach under the roof of the shrine and touch the black idol. Suddenly there's a bright light. You scream and fall back as the black idol the cicadas reflects on and explodes with a beam of light. It shines straight up into the sky. Panic, frenzied cheering makes you look around, only to find out that all the shining cicadas have burst into flames. The beam of light erupting from the shattered island appears as abruptly as it appeared, and it takes a moment for your eyes to get accustomed to normal sunlight again. After a while, you stand up and survey the damage. The temple is no more, a burnt to cinders. The surroundings are littered with dead hundreds of charred dead cicadas. You step closer to inspect the broken idol, only to find out it has disappeared. With nothing else left to do, you'll leave the area, preparing for a long walk home. The chanting cicadas never return to Shiokawa, and people are relieved that their deafening chirping is gone. If only they knew the truth. If only they knew. If only they knew. Uh-oh, price hike. Trepidation is the topic of a teenager's tongue. No, it's just this one. By Haspen. And the elf collaborator in the credits. Daigo, one of your younger neighbors, has not been seen around for the past few days. People started circulating rumors that he became gravely ill. His mother refuses to speak with anyone about him, only adding to the weirdness of the situation. You decided to check on the poor guy, or at least find out from his mother what's happening to him. After all, how bad could it be? Here's the top floor where Daigo and his mother share a small apartment. Daigo's mother opens the door and when you ring the bell and smiles sadly. Ah, it's you. Well, if you really want to know, come in and see it for yourself. You won't believe me otherwise. When you enter the living room, you freeze. Daigo is sitting on the sofa staring at you. You see that his tongue is unnaturally long, almost reaching to his knees. You ask Daigo's mother how it happened. We have no idea. A week ago, you woke up complaining about a headache. Since then, it slowly grew bit by bit every day. It's 1 meter long already. Let's see if we can help you in any way. I need to grab some groceries and visit the hospital to ask the doctors if they can help Daigo. Can you stay with him for a while? You agree. Daigo has trouble talking and eating because of his tongue. His mother returns after a few hours. She said that the doctors at the hospital have never heard of a case like this. Daigo's mother walks you to the door and asks her for another favor. Because of his condition, Daigo has already skipped a week's worth of school. Would you go to the same school and ask his teacher what material he has missed so far? I'm so preoccupied with his condition that I don't have time to do it myself. Alright, I'll do it myself. You stand in the middle of a baseball field, built back when the school had a team. It's slowly become overgrown, only to study to relax. Someone has drawn a weird occult symbol onto the sand patch. You quickly react to a branch and instantly feel a wave of relief washing over you. The teachers were sympathetic. You decided against telling them about the tongue, and they gave you a list of things Daigo has to catch up with. It's time to return to the poor guy. Hopefully he is feeling slightly better. When you return to Daigo's apartment, his mother is thankful for your help. You notice that she has the ruler in her hand. What are you doing, miss? Daigo's mother smiles sadly and turns to face her son. I decided to measure his tongue every day, and I just took another measurement. It grew another 60 centimeters this morning. It's growing faster. The next day, you start to wonder, how does one's tongue start randomly growing in length? There must be some sort of underlying medical condition for this, right? Daigo's mothers have already consulted the doctors, but you wonder if they missed something. Shut up, Windows. Shut up. Shut up, Windows. I'm playing a game. Anyway, you ought to ask them yourself. Well, I can't visit the hospital now. Because the elder gods won't let me. Okay, let's make some notes. and study some books. A thought to flame on your own. Plus one to all stats if you have no allies with you. Yeah, sounds good to me, baby. My mom, I can't believe that he said that. Don't investigate apartment school or... You walk by a room and hear mumbling from inside. You peer to see if a man is pacing around the room, muttering to himself over and over. It was false. Not this time. They created it. It was pure fiction. You shy at the thought of what he was preparing you. He seems to be beyond help. Don't investigate hospital and mansion. Dr. Shrug and are confused about Dagger's condition. I've promised to find some solution for it. Sure that they told Dagger's mother the same thing. You slowly make your way back home. You enter Daigo's apartment to check on him, only to see his mother standing in front of him. You guess when he nods a meat cleaver in the hand. As with her finger, they said to try to calm her down. Calm down? How could I ever be calm about this? She drops the cleaver and hides her face in her hand, sobbing. You grab the cleaver to keep it away from her. It grew even longer. It's now 2.5 meters long. This is terrible. He's a monster. A monster. Daigo's mother runs out of the apartment crying. Okay. She can't abandon him like that. You ask Daigo for some patience as you go fetch his mother bag. Not able to speak, all he can do is gurgle and then nod his head. During your investigation, you decide to take a break on the nearby park bench. Strangely, you hear a voice coming from below the road. You cautiously move towards the source of the sound and find a strange clown. Behind the drainage gates, he offers you to sell some pills. You hand the clown some money, comes some pills in return. When you pick up the pills, the clown disappears. What are those? Okay, that's the painkillers. You find Naga's mother and she agrees to return. We need to return to the apartment. She suddenly screams and falls backwards in horror. Uh-oh. You run inside and find Daigo sitting on the floor. You get with horror when you realize that his own tongue gets wrapped around his neck and is choking him. You rush to help him by grabbing onto the slick, slippery tongue. Only then you know something at the very tip of it. Is that a mouth? The monster's tongue lashes out at you, quickly unwrapping itself from Daigo's neck. Prepare yourself. The monster's tongue wraps around your neck. It starts to choke you. Yeah, well, I was just prepared for that. Yeah, taste. Yeah, eat some acid, you little shit. Yeah, Dr. House is kind of overpowered. Choking and gagging, Daigo leans forward and vomits the strange creature out, along with copious amounts of blackish blood. As for the eldritch tongue itself, its spasms comes to a stop in the large puddle of the dark liquid. Your neighbor gasps for air as his mother helps him back onto his feet and moves him to a nearby sofa. Much to the relief of you two, Daigo already looks much healthier and even regained his ability to speak. Thank you for everything, you see a gasp, wiping his forehead with a tissue, slowly calming down. That's when you notice that his mother, her eyes fixated on the dead alien tongue, has grabbed a ruler. You ask her what she is doing. I just wouldn't know, Daigo's mother says with a trembling voice. She kneels in front of the creature's slick corpse and takes the final measurement. It was 4 meters long. Daigo's mother has the remains of the alien creature destroyed at the crematorium ran by one of her relatives. Daigo soon gets better and returns to school. But since the terrible day, you've continuously conscious about your tongue, and you can't find a place for it in your mouth. It feels like it doesn't belong in there. Okay. Not the shenanigans, but it's getting longer each day. 1 additional floor. Whoops. Mm-hmm. Might need to save some money for a flashlight. So paranormal phone because of prepubescent pupils, and I don't like the names. The thought of that. Surprising story of a succulent salt shrine. My husband again. Workers who were digging out a tunnel to expand the railway network around Shiokawa have suddenly made a startling discovery. Inside a cave, they found an old shrine, built out of rock salt and human bones. The police and the local authorities have asked the citizens to leave the shrine alone. But everyone is hoping to take a glance at the mysterious temple or perhaps acquire a souvenir or two. For you, the images of the shrine and these strange times is all but coincidental. These are the questions you have, and perhaps you can find some answers inside the shrine of salt and bones. Yeah, I'm selling this. And a painkiller. What's... Everyone, from local stores to bar owners, is excited about the discovery, hoping that the shrine will become a tourist trap. Intrigued, you decide to check it yourself. Either something terrible happened or the authorities really mean it. The area where the shrine was found has been pulled out along a key and policemen are turning the loggers away. You wonder if there's another way in. You find a side entrance to the construction site. It's obviously not seen much use and the chain keeping the gate closed is quite rusty. Look around. You look around and after some time find a large hole in the fence. You briefly wonder if someone has already snuck into the shrine before you. When you are ready to investigate the shrine, you will have an easy way in. Okay, can't go to the downtown quite yet, so it's not bad. Don't investigate forest school. The origins and builders of the strange shrine are shrouded in mystery. Perhaps you can learn something about its past from the City Hall archives. Last week, one of the laundromats in the neighborhood have closed it down, its owner having disappeared without a trace. The police investigation found nothing. You sneak in for the service door, which was left unlocked. The smell of detergent still lingers in the air. Washing machines. The washing machines are empty and nothing horrible is locked within. You briefly stand up already. You're told that a family of famous salt sculptors lived in Shiokawa 100 years ago, but they moved to a nearby village for unknown reasons. Fortunately, there's a bars line that stops by the village. Hopefully, the sculptors still live here. In the north corner of the village, a roadman catches your attention. Come, you approach hesitantly. Pick a card, one of the three, and your fortune revealed to thee. Each of the cards has a different design on it. Yeah, I'm picking death. The old man catches and vanishes in a puff of smoke after you take the card. You feel a bit in your stomach that knees washes over you. An elderly villager shakes her head. That family is long dead. Violence and insanity have claimed their lives. The grandson lives in the nearby forest, but nobody's seen him in years. I would stay away from him if I were you. You hear a voice in the distance. Hello, traveler. Are you lost? I will help you if you ask. Hey, look, it's Hitami Fujiko. wait. Let me move the chat. Yeah, yeah. A masked figure appears from behind a tree. This almost doesn't feel real. Are you real? I can't even feel pain. Can you feel pain? And asks. The figure stabs you and fades away. Wow, how rude. You find the decrepit house of the sculptor's descendant, and a skeleton covered in cobwebs and rotted clothes. You return to Shiokawa the first chance you get. Storm clouds arrive from across the sea. The rain begins to fall as you walk towards the construction site. You step onto the pier and stare out into the dark horizon. Just like the old fisherman said, a few minutes after midnight you start to hear some women singing in the distance. Their voices sad yet deciding. Your vision starts to blur. You attempt to recognize the language of the song. It is almost comprehensible, but in a dialect you really can't grasp. Are those humans singing, or is there something more alien looking out of the sea? Using the side entrance you found earlier, you get inside the construction site. You wonder what exactly you will find inside the Shrine of Salt and Bones. You climb down the ladder and reach the floor of the salt cave. The ancient shrine stands in the middle of a ring of stalagmites. A strange smell besides that of salt lingers in the air. Yeah, excuse the sirens if you can hear them. I know something's going on. Anyway, let's investigate the stalagmites. You touch one of the stalagmites and yell in surprise. The rock foundation has moved under your hand. As you look around, you notice that all the stalagmites surrounding the shrine have begun to twitch and pulsate. Are these tentacles? Well, anyway, first aid, obviously. A loud rumble interrupts your investigation of the cave and the salt shrine. While wondering where the noise is coming from, you are too late to notice the cracks in the salt-encrusted cave walls. Part of the cave wall comes crashing down onto the shrine, and seawater starts rushing in. You've knocked off your feet by the sudden deluge. The opulent shrine, built out of salt and bones, is washed apart by the waves. You wrap your hands around the large stalagmite to avoid being swept by the current. A curious whistling sound makes you turn around. It takes you a while to process that you're looking at. A pale white squid with dozens of tentacles stretching about in the water. The alien being nimbly navigates the strong current and quickly escapes into the sea. The whistling sound is soon replaced by a rumble of the rushing seawater, as you slowly put yourself up towards the exit from the cave, escaping the sudden flood. Drenched but alive, you make your way home. Heavy rain washing the salt from your skin and clothes. The next day, a local media reported the destruction of the shrine and the indefinite postponement of the railway expansion. You, on the other hand, are troubled by some dark spots. Did you release an ancient sleeping monster into the sea? Or was the shrine destined to be destroyed, and you were just a spectator? Okay, skipping will... Treatment surgery will cost me more. Yeah, well, that's too bad, kinda. Really. Now... Okay, the last... Yeah, it has to be the botanist. Yeah, it's flashlight. You've got the business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Yeah. I've seen this already. Much already. Can is the lunar cat. Yeah, I might need the third eye for this. Might hold my third eye. Yeah, give me a job, lad. Wait, did it? wait, Oh, what's the time? The school's English teacher disappeared under mysterious circumstances. While going through his belongings for clues, you find his diploma. Looking at it, you feel you grasp on the cumulative layers flipping and being replaced by something else. Your focus shifts to the symbol of this so-called Vine Sauce University. The words described on it are actually Elvish symbols which form a powerful spell. There's those Doom Battlefish escape from combat. Might need to forget that. A man with a briefcase appears before you. You have no idea where he came from. He has a crowbar. You're hired, he murs. You look down at the crowbar for a second before you realize that the man has vanished with no plausible exit anywhere nearby. You're feeling a little hungry. You approach the nearby food stall. You shudder when you notice the cook's creepy stare and grin. Welcome to my little shop. I have the freshest cuts, the best seasonings, and my family's recipe to make it even better. How can I help you today? I would like a steak, please. Of course, the cook grins and quickly rolls a thick, juicy cut of bloody meat over some coals. A few minutes later, you leave your food in hand. It smells so tasty that you start drooling uncontrollably. Okay. Well, sure shit, I'm not gonna... Or maybe if I prepare... Yes! No! It's 4... I need 4... Alright, fine, I'll... Smoking kills. Yeah, whatever, you can take. I'm not talking to you. This rusted iron bell was once used to flush the demons from the village. Nowadays, rumors say that bell rings on its own, but nobody knows why. You grab the rope and manage to rip it off from the bar. Are you really this clumsy? Bark. Bark, woman. Bark, bark. Sorry. Sorry, man. I fast learner and I don't know, some dexterity would be nice. You're out of time, says the creepy looking man who's standing in their way. Our fellowship, however, specialist in cases like yours, will gladly help you out. After all, it gets where his skin is slowly melting away. Everyone has something to smell. I'm not selling anything. I've still got time. If you say so, the creepy looking man smiles sadly and then walks away in silence. You start to think you've made a terrible mistake. There's a man wearing an alien mask, drinking vodka and talking to an alien dummy. He tells you it's his birthday and asks you to help celebrate, do you? Well, hell yeah. You sit down and take a big swig of the vodka, a mistake which turns your stomach. The rest of the celebration is pleasant, though. If it's enough, but overdoing it on the alcohol makes it hard to enjoy yourself. Oh, whoops. Salesperson. Deep in the forest, you find a peculiar giant such embedded in the side of a cliff. Who would make something like this and why? Is it some sort of a fertility god? You find some ancient glyphs written on the seat of the statue. It seems like it'd be some sort of a warding spell. Strong. Oh, Shiro-san, you nasty little bugger. And here we go. Yeah, the police are hopeless. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. And the 1 and the 2 and the 1, 2, 3, go. Nicotine withdrawal. Whoops. Pretty sure it's the cicadas. Yay, correct answer. Oral alien. Oh, it was called the oral alien. Anyway, yeah, we did it. Yeah, we beat Yigoteg. Shikawa has been saved. For now. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a small break. We'll be back in like 5 hours, and I'm gonna be drinking some water because my mouth is a little bit dry. I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, and third parties, we're back. No, I don't actually want. I don't want to do challenges. No. I don't know. Part of me wants me to play play as Ame-chan, but I haven't really I haven't played their game yet. Then again, I haven't watched their house either. So station. Yeah, I'll switch to the timeline. Yeah, sure. Let's go with Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku and Cthulhu. Tainted violin. Basic combat action. The cult members on my trail again. No, the notes haven't been spent, I guess. I mean the funds. Sorry. Abolish polyglyphs. Lower doom by 1% for every item in your inventory. No, I've played those. Yeah, let's go beat up the centipede. But first we gotta prepare a bit. Wooden bat. We don't have the dog. We don't have the dog. Can I get the flashlight readily? My soul. This will help you shape you a filled syringe. Don't worry about repaying us right now, she whispered. Maybe later. This is medicine. This is a medicine. Okay, we're not giving drugs to a minor. Ja, Faktor vertagen. Investigation started to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? Yeah, buy coffee. Sure. Oh no. Oh no. Finally, the photos that your friend promised you to send you have arrived. There's almost a dozen of them. One is disturbing and creeping in its own way. Seldom. You take the photos to the local newspaper agency. One of the younger journalists is intrigued, and she pays you a nice sum in exchange for the photos. Later that day, you hear that the fire broke out at the newspaper's office, killing all who worked inside. You didn't want to believe that she's coincident, but... no. I don't care about the underwear. You can't seem to get a stable connection, but a notification pops up on your computer that says you have connected to Vine Horizon. Before you can ask what Vine Horizon is, it appears before you. Alright, Shut up, Windows. Alright, this better be the end of it. Yes. Salt. I have salt. The cult classic International Journey of a Ghostly Passenger Ship is now playing on TV. It's a 2 hours long /action and action animated movie with a hardboiled detective protagonist, teams with psychic powers, and wait a moment, you remember turning TV on? Well, too bad. I'm watching it anyway. The movie is just as you remember it, chock full of plot twists and flashy special effects. Watching it though, the crash, you realize that the movie was sponsored by someone called Mr. T. You think you've heard of him before. Lift the heaviest. Yeah. Hang on. Whoop. Radio. Okay, Hatsune Miku is first a comment action for channel you have. Anyway, Hatsune Miku's strength build. Midas touch. Oh damn, I have like 7 funds. Nice. Okay, anyway, wonderful works of a wannabe writer. My husband. Fukuyo-san was always known by sheer columns as a third-rate writer of low-quality detective mysteries. Thus, it was a surprise when he was suddenly hailed as a literary genius. His newest series of novels is praised by critics and readers alike, and the books earned massive profits. In Shukawa, however, recent events have turned a dark page. 4 inexplicable murders have taken place in the recent weeks. The occupation of the 4 victims and the locations of the murders all mirror the endings of Fukuyo-san's newest stories. However, the police have found no evidence to support a connection between the murders and the writer himself. Who is the murderer and what are their motives? The gruesome murders are so similar to Fukuyo-san's novel that it's plausible that he isn't involved in some way. Perhaps his old neighbors know something about this. Now that Fukuyo-san has become rich and moved out, you're certain the folks from his old apartment block would be willing to gossip about the man. The mural is advertising the return of an old spectacle, Ken craves it to Shukawa in a few days. Excited passerby chat about it, but you spot some elders watching the mural from afar whispering to each other. Well, I still questions. I bet it's gonna end just like in 1965. That bitch furnishes chaos, I tell you. The old man leaves hurriedly before you can ask him what exactly happened 20 years ago. Anyways, go to the vending machine. Oh, a bottle of water. And also means I can lower them by 1% for every item in my inventory. For 2 reasons. Several of Fukuyo-san's old neighbors mentioned that he became famous after he returned from his latest forest trip a few months ago. We decided to pay them a visit and interview him. Even if he isn't involved in the murders, you might learn something he didn't tell the police. His new house is a splendid villa by the seaside, at the other side of town. Oh, flashlight! Hang on a second. 666. The writer Fukuyo-san eagerly welcomes whom he perceives to be a great fan of his. He regales you with a tale about how his writer's block was overcome by a sudden bout of inspiration while hiking in the woods. You, on the other hand, can't take your eyes off his beautiful blue quill at his desk. Fukuyo-san glances at you. Ah, this is just a quill, my child. That's a bit of flirt to my persona, no? It's obvious that his attitude towards you has changed, though. Just a few minutes later, he makes an excuse and tells you to leave. It's obvious that Fukuyo-san is very possessive of that blue quill, but you don't recall any bluebirds living around the Shikawa. You wonder where he got it from. Perhaps you could find some information in the local library. Local bird glossary has no blueprints on it. Bluebirds on it. Why did I say blueprints? Anyway. But a footnote mentions a legend of magical wish granting blue-fed phoenix. The school's occult club ought to have a book on the magical creatures. You hope that the clerk placement will be willing to tell you. Oh, speaking of history club, corpse dust, ghosty spear. Ooh, ghosty spear looks handy. Trying to reach the rooftop, you find the corridor blocked by 4 students. They all wear creepy masks, and while you cannot see their eyes, you can feel their judging stares on your face. Okay. You push against the group and they move out of your way. We'll meet you soon, one of them says before they all go downstairs. You don't learn much from the book about magical creatures, but to your surprise you learn that it was written by the local occult shop owner. This might lead you on a wide goose chase, but could she have more information about the mysterious blue phoenix? Staying up is becoming harder and harder for you, but the horrible nightmares you've been having lately worry you. What if you could wake up for one? Give in, your body needs it. Oh, the nightmares are getting more realistic each time. A rich granny blue phoenix, she left from behind mask. Fukuyo-san body book of black magic from me. That is the source of his quill's power. When the woman mentions spells and rituals to the other human souls, each of it runs down your spine. Yours towards Fukuyo-san's home. He must be stopped. But first, let's take a breather, please. While walking down the path, You bump onto a pair of strange people. They seem annoyed at you, but after looking over you more closely, they smile. Oh, I believe we've seen you around quite a bit. May I ask you something? The one slides creepy at you. Would you kindly tell us your name? Say your name. Ah, we know who you are. The woman gets fixed with his head. Worry not, we're your friends here. Wish you good luck with your activities. We'll be watching your progress closely. The pair resumes their walk and a shiver goes on his spine. Who are these people? Why are they watching you and how? When you buzz the intercom, there is no response. You try the main gate and at your surprise, it is unlocked. You quickly step inside the villa and eerie silence filling the empty halls. Where is Fukuyo-san? When he confronts Fukuyo-san in his study, he becomes delusional. No! No, I can't stop now! I have to write more novels! And my greatest work is still unfinished, too! I don't understand why you're doing this, but no! I can't stop! Not yet, not yet! You've had enough of this. When Fukuyo-san isn't looking, you grab the blue coil, break it in half, and throw it to the fireplace. The ray suddenly lets out a horrible shriek as its spine only snaps and body falls backwards. Before it even touches the floor, bright flames engulf it. In the fireplace, the beautiful blue quill shrivels and turns to ash. You watch as the body of the wicked rider slowly does the same, his painted screams quickly ceasing. The smell of the thick smoke is what snaps you out of the mindless staring. Covering your mouth and nose as to not inhale the fumes, you flee the villa as the flames begins to spread. From the back of a crowd of onlookers, you silently watch the firefighters trying to contain the fire. Remembering the shop lady's words and what he has said to Fukuyo-san, you suddenly realize whose soul he has used to get the spell on the quill. His own. With his death and the blue quill destroyed, one thing's for sure. No one else will have to die to boost Fukuyo-san's fame. Okay. Yeah, we need this reason boost. Bitter breviary of a beautiful bloom. Achoo! You glance at the salaryman passing by you as he adjusts his face mask. That's yet another person suffering from the seasonal allergies that you've seen today. It wouldn't bother you if it not for the fact that people with allergies have started abruptly and randomly disappearing from the city. Each day you find a new missing person's poster or hear a radio report about this guy or that girl disappearing. And the only thing that connects to the missing person is that allergy to the pollen. Who or what is behind these strange disappearances? Returning home with the groceries, you wonder if maybe some of your neighbors know any other missing people. It wouldn't hurt to ask them. You have a lead. A member of the local high school track and the field team has recently disappeared. She was suffering from allergies and disappeared during a jog at the outskirts of the city. Maybe her friends knew something else about her disappearance. Yeah, sure, let's go. Let's get in here. Oh. Screw it up again, a bit. You learn about another person who has gone missing. A student teacher who moved recently to Shiokawa disappeared after taking the night bus to the city. He lived in a small house by the sea with his aunt, a retired naturalist, and she apparently disappeared as well the very next day. Walking down the seaside, you realize that a large cloud of pollen is moving towards you. Wide-eyed, you gawk at the cloud for several minutes until you realize that people around you are looking at you funny. Embarrassed, you move on. You return to your apartment only to learn that one of your neighbors has gone missing. You should ask some questions around before you go all around looking for him around the town. Passing by a faulty elevator, its doors suddenly open. You take a step back and noticing a very tall woman. Oh, and of course they have to deal reason damage, of course. And bam. Okay, I need to forget this spell. Mr. Blank, the missing neighbor, was also suffering from allergies to the light. He was an avid mushroom picker and had a hobby of collecting postal stamps, his family says. Another neighbor mentioned that lately they've heard Mr. Blank murmur something about the main bus station. You stop just inside the bus station. Something is enough about this woman. You can see that she isn't drunk, but her movements are very strange and irrational. She is staring off in the distance with a weird smile on her face and stumbling over her own feet. When it came as, she is unable to hold a conversation and just mumbles something incoherently. What's wrong with her? Asking around the bus station, learned that Mr. Blank was seen burning the bus line that goes through the nearby forest. Then it dawns on you, everyone whom you've investigated so far has connections with nature and the local forest. No, the plot thickens. You're in the forest for quite a while. The dreadful silence of it unnerves you. There's no birds singing, no one's buzzing. The air is full of pollen, and what's worse, you've started picking up a faint scent of blood. The cult members are on the trail. You must hurry. You enter the very large glade filled with pretty flowers. A few steps later, you freeze, realizing what lies between the flower patches. Dozens of human bodies litter the flower glade. The sight of pretty flowers growing amongst the corpses is rather out of place. The sweet scent of flower nectar mixing with the sweet scent of rotting flesh. Then you hear it, buzzing coming from inside the corpses. You finally see their abdomens inflate, bulge, and finally pop, spraying the surroundings with gore. Large dragonflies slowly crawl out of the holes, their wings and thorax is covered in blood. One by one, they take into the air, buzzing aloud, swirling like a cloud in the air. That's when you realize that there's several of them behind you. You've been surrounded by the giant dragonflies, a multitude of eyes all staring at you with curiosity. Just when you think it's over, that the giant fly will make you their first dinner, or even worse, the next host. They fly up and towards the sunset. A minute or so later, the buzzing is too far for you to hear it. You're alone, surrounded by pretty flowers and broken bodies. The pollen must have carried the dragonfly eggs to receive the receptive new human hosts, you tell yourself. This is a ridiculous idea, and yet you cannot come up with something more plausible. Even after the experiences abruptly stop, you cannot shake off the feeling that this is not the last time you've seen those dragonflies around. Okay, Winds of Plague. Okay. Okay, no, not trying that. Fatal fiction of a fiendish fetus. Oh my god, I mean, did you hear about something at the hospital making a lunch out of the nurses? No way, that's creepy. Is it some sort of a wild animal? Bewildered, you turn towards the two nearby teenage girls gossiping nearby. No, you see, I heard it's a child. A child? Yeah, like a newborn. Its mom died in childbirth and now it's eating nurses in, like, revenge, I guess? I heard 2 nurses already got killed. It already said the police found them with their throats turned out. That's horrible. Please stop, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. This whole thing sounds like some sort of a cheap horror movie script. The investigator said this and this, and though you should ask them, the girls some questions first. Well, I can't get any... Well, can't go to the yard and get some human shields with you, so that's a bummer. Oh wait, I can just hire an ally. Uchida. Before assessing a situation during combat once per enemy. You feel a bout of nausea coming from when the teenager repeats the story to you with all the gory details. Apparently, a child was born a few days ago at the August hospital, killing its mother in the process. A series of strange events have then began, culminating in the death of 2 nurses. They were bitten by something and their blood was drained. Mortis. Oh, okay. I guess ghost. It's okay. That's undead. That's not actually a ghost. Apparently. Clicking. Okay, leadership, charisma. And I guess strength. Asking around the place, you learn that the room is where the newborn is kept under observations on the 4th floor. 4th floor? Did you hear that right? There's no 4th floor there, which is a very control panel. You will have to use the stairs. Barely touching a knife when you fall to the ground, the short-haired woman giggles and takes a step back. You can run from us, but you can't hide, friend. Reach the 4th floor, only to find the door leading to the newborn's room locked. You spot a small office nearby. Maybe the nurse inside could be persuaded to unlock the door. You freeze. There's a fresh corpse of a nurse slapped against the wall. Let's check it out. You move closer to the expected wound. Part of the neck was bitten off, but strangely there's almost no blood anywhere. Who or what could have done this? Well, anyway, let's check out the witch's tree. I don't know, wishful knowledge. Hallucinations. Regeneration. That would have been a lot better if that would have been a lot better if not for my if I had reason on me. Yeah, whatever, I'm not buying much. Can't really afford to do that. You ran the stairs and alert the personnel about what happened. After the police arrived, the chief investigator asked you to come to a police station within an hour. Don't worry, we just need to ask you a few questions about this mess. Somehow the police don't even consider you as suspect in this gruesome murder. Detective Tanaka will be with you shortly. The young policeman takes you to the waiting area. Please wait here, right? Be a good citizen. While waiting, you ever hear that the child's mother was a well-known witch who became pregnant after being kidnapped by some cultists. Later, while being questioned in a detective's office, you can't help but feel drawn to the hospital. After leaving the police station, you make your way to the hospital thinking, maybe there's another way inside the locked door on the 4th floor. You met your friend who has recently started her nurse practice. You'll lazily chat on the roof of the hospital watching the sunset. Now would be a perfect opportunity to ask about the recent unearthly events. Her stories about missing patients, mysterious surgeries, and a strange infection are helpful, but they kill the mood. You must leave this place. You walk from the door labeled Authorized Personnel Only, and look around at the corridor. Nobody's here. With a little bit of luck, you should be able to reach the 4th floor without the staff finding you. As you start to wonder why it takes so long for the elevator to reach the next floor, you look up at the display. Something's really wrong here. Call for help? You push the alarm button and the elevator abruptly stops. After half an hour, the maintenance team opens the elevator's doors and helps you leave. They're confused when you mention floor 108. The elevation display has only has one digit, the chief explains. Okay, well, time to use the prescription drugs. The medicine, the medicine that's it's hopefully legal. You end up where you were last time, in the small office where you found the nurse's corpse. This time you managed to find the keys to the rooms on the floor. You grab them and make your way to the nursery. After unlocking the door, you gently open the door. You enter the room and inside the crib. The newborn is staring at you, not with eyes, but with two grape-sized black holes. It grays, showing its fleshy, toothless mouth. I have feasted well. It speaks in a coarse voice that makes you shiver. You're lucky that I'm full. I think I'll spare you. Suddenly you realize that it's being rapidly deforming. No, not deforming. It is regressing into early stages of development. Its hands are shrinking, its body growing smaller and less defined. Only the large head and those black eyes remain constant. I'll be back for you though. You smell so tasty. Suddenly the shriveled body explodes with a disgustingly wet pop, spraying the inside of the crib with a combination of dark blood and brown pus. You recoil in disgust when the sickening smell of rotting fruit hits your nostrils. Shaking, you hastily leave the room and sneak out of the hospital, making sure to avoid the staffs, as you don't think that anyone would believe a story about a talking, fleshy newborn that exploded into a gory mess. Returning home, you can't help but remember the child's last words, especially about the fact that it finds you tasty. Okay, the water is contaminated. Well, that's not good. Okay, wanna be writer or nauseating novella of neural notations. Incessant beeping. It's driving you insane. Oh no. Grim is rubbing your head, your forehead once again. It all started this morning, and despite your efforts, you can hear it clearly. Beeping. Terrible, incessant beeping deep under your head. You thought it was just a headache, but it is persistent. And what's worse, it's getting louder. What could be the cause of it? Okay, no monument, so, we're going, you wonder if it could be some harmful radiation coming from your home electronics. Your uncle was told you some wartime stories about death rays and mind control experiments and such, so who knows? Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! I know you're there! Call the police. The man escapes when he hears the police siren, but before he goes, he drops on the familiar symbol in the blood of your... Yeah. All the electronics in your apartment are working just fine. You stick your head outside the door. Maybe something's wrong with your apartment block's power network. The buzz of the electric current doses seem awfully similar to this beeping inside your head. When you leave your apartment, you are approached by a person with a strange mask. You? Is that you? Are you the one? What? You're for the person that you have no idea what they're talking about. They press you confident that it is indeed you. After many refusals, they leave you alone, walking away dejected. You notice that the silence of your apartment makes the beeping worse, so you decide to leave. Maybe some fresh air will help clear your head. Maybe the sounds of the live city will drown out the beeping. A sudden growl coming from behind the corner makes you stop. Okay, meditate. And meditate once more. Oh, I missed both the attacks, damn it. Oh yeah, I forgot to assess the situation. I've wasted my ally here, damn it. Okay, faster offensive actions and yeah, let's boost up reason one more time. It's useless, no matter what you do. The PP continues. It is slowly making you increasingly tired and miserable. It is time to seek help elsewhere. Perhaps the local neurologist will have a cure for your ailment. Blank-san, the elderly neurologist, welcomes you to his office. He is a professional and is very intrigued about the noise that plagues you. Alright, let's start with the basics. An hour comes, and while the neurologist listens attentively as you describe the noise, he even goes so far as to consider uncommon and obscure cases from previous years. Blank-san tries to make a proper diagnosis, but in the end, all he can do is give you some sleeping pills. Somehow, you doubt these will help. Okay, well, now it's time to eat some of them pancakes. There we go. Sitting at the bench in front of the hospital, you almost give in to despair. That beep 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 is getting unbearable. Suddenly you realize something. The beeping, it is not random. There's a pattern to it, a repeating one. Is it some sort of signal or message? Could there be something in the local library about this? Trying not to think about the head-splitting headache, you grab some books about spies and ciphers and communication codes. You soon realize that the pattern is most probably Morse code. You concentrate on the pattern, trying to find out where it ends and where it begins. Soon you have the entire pattern written down. Beep beep beep, beep 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 beep, beep 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 beep. You focus on finding out more, and then you notice something odd. When you turn to look past Shiokawa towards the nearby forest, the beep feels a little bit stronger. Could the source of the signal be hidden in there? Let's check it out. This tall tower was once site of rituals dedicated to the heavenly beings. Now it is overgrown and decrepit, long forgotten by those who revered it with much zeal. You climb the spinning stairs and easily reach the top of the tower. From there, you see the nearby mountains surrounded by the lush green forest with clouds lazily swimming across the azure sky. The view is simply breathtaking. You continue deeper in the forest as the sun slowly descends behind the horizon. With each passing minute, the beeping grows louder and louder. It's starting to make you nauseous, but you feel that you must press on to find the source, or the sounds inside your head will drive you insane. As you are walking, you hear a faint sound of heavy breathing and what is most defiantly the sound of hoofs. The more you walk, the louder and faster the sound becomes, until it shows its ugly face, an enormous ghoul. Harpagon, four-legged ghoul with heavy breath. Wait, where did my guy go? Uchida! Oh, no, wait, no, Uchida is useless. Alright, I can knock it out. Yes. There we go. Long pig steak. You start walking up a hill, noticing a strange structure on top. When you get there, you can't believe your own eyes. It's a radio transmitter. A large emitter antenna is pointing towards Shiokawa. A parabolic dish is pointing upwards, towards the moon. You scream as the beeping inside your head suddenly intensifies tenfold. The strength of the noise knocks you off your feet and the world starts spinning before your eyes. You can feel your stomach twisting in the knots, almost causing you to puke. But underneath your right hand, you can feel the cold surface of a large rock. Screaming in agony, you grab the rock and launch yourself at the transmitting array. Clang, clang, donk, crush, clang. Sparks fly and smoke starts to rise from the mangled metal and damaged circuitry, but you do not stop striking the damn thing. A few minutes later, the rock slips from your hands as you collapse to your knees, exhausted. You breathe loudly, staring at the starry sky. Months later, you realize something. The beeping, it has finally stopped. While riding the bus back to Shiokawa, your head fills up with numerous questions about the signal and the transmitter itself. You'll probably never find the answers to any of these questions, but at least you are free from that hellish noise. Alright, now the roads are closed. Well, whatever. Oh yeah, that's right. There we go. Now you better rush. We better rush this lighthouse. Okay. Okay. No wait, I think that was the vent crawler. Oh yeah, there we go. I almost. I nodded in the wrong answer and almost said it. Anyway, strength and no dex. No, we already yeah, whatever. I have it though. Yeah, whatever. Yay, the strength upgrade saved me. Wow, I actually did it. Wow. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you're relieved and collapse on the floor. Yay. Okay, I gotta get some water. All right. Well, one last run. I thought I wanted to play this for longer, but but I already got dinner ready, so and it's getting cold. So I just do a quickie. I don't know. Yeah, Squid. Let's go with Squidward. Endless mode. Hold on, hang on a second. Let's get out of the cat. There we go. Yes, get is Hectast or whatever. Get this thing. My Samdun ma it's free max reason. Skin removal. Why you pull off your skin? Why'd you pull it off? Regeneration. Okay, what's next? Eat the flame. Oh yeah, next one. Cauterize. Empty bottle. Yay. Squidward or Squilliam? Yeah, we'll go Squidward. It's hopeless. No matter what you do, the destruction of your town and the waking of an old god is imminent. Fight with the ever-increasing chaos as the survivors try to find a way to escape from the doomed town. As you progress in investigation events, you'll be granted points special prizes. Manage your results carefully and hope for the best. Let's check out the freezer. Uh-oh. Jane Doe. We got a ghost. We got a ghost. 3, 4, 5. Okay, one ritual move right. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay, don't die on me now, Squidward. Uh, um, uh, no, we don't need the regeneration. No, we don't need that. My brother from Tokyo is making the... Okay, oh yeah, no, yeah, I forgot to prepare. Energy drink. Okay. Sure. I need to go to the hardware shop. Heavy duty flashlight. Lack of mycologists growing edible mushrooms in the community garden. One of them is especially interesting, growing like a vine on tendrils. The mushroom tastes good enough, but turns your stomach. The mycologist explained that some bad reaction to the crusty exterior. I'm not setting a foot on this because lad says an old sailor. Oh, and I wonder what is that. Oh shit. Okay, you need to rest a bit, Squidward. Tokyo. Hmm. Um. We stare at the abyss stares back. Okay, let's check out the neighbor. Hey, I haven't visited today. Let's hang out some other time, okay? Lift the heaviest. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you, father. Read it. Oh, I wanted to take it. Well, too bad. Um... Walking through the village, you suddenly pulled behind a building. Two menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you serve the old ones? Serve what? Sorry to bother you, says one day, sipping around the corner. What was that about? Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Yes, reason. Priest was reported missing. Your neighbor, and it is man, an intense man called goes by V, who goes by V-Dub, startles you as he peeks his head out of a utility closet. Hey kid, I know what you've been up to. It's no baby game. Wanna buy a gun? Sure. You buy an empty revolver from your strange neighbor. This is a shoot game now, kid. The bizarre interaction leaves you a bit shaken. The revolver doesn't work. The revolver doesn't work. Fuck, I got scammed. Got scammed. You're not the only one affected by the mysterious defendants. No, I can't put it. No, I can't put the revolver back. Walk around along the coastline, you notice a downcast person looking up the stairs, and with tear-stained eyes, he stands up and turns to you. Would you like to hear my ballad? Sure. After listening to his song, your feelings start to satisfy break down. You despair and weep alongside the downcast man. Well, okay, me that's a touch. Okay, enthrallment. Get an additional follower. I don't think Squid would have wanted a follower. Everyone talks about this young woman admitted to the hospital because of her abnormally rapid pregnancy. It will be delivered day soon. She grabs your hand. Do you want to touch it? No. You jerk your hand off her loose grip. It's okay, she says before smiling again. After it's birth, you will pay a dividend. You can play with it all day, every day. Yeah, Square needs a break. Open the box. There's nothing but a black endless void. Human skull. Art knowledge, yeah, yes, we would have wanted this. Sweater is a big fan of the arts. No, now I can't throw the revolver at the, can't throw the gun at the meat worm. I got scammed. I got scammed. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Okay, now we can finish it off. Meat is dead. No more meat. Okay, so anyway, let's go with the Midas touch. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, you okay there, Squidward? Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. 8 funds only. Yeah. Occult shop. Small candle. Mummified heart. Well, let's be kill vampires. That's good. That is always good. Where did you come from? Vampire princess. Well, too bad, Mrs. Vampire Princess, but, you're dead. Rip Bozo. Arcane Grasp. Self-therapy. Folklore studies. Yeah, that sounds like a Squidward thing to do. I don't know, perception. Oh, that's a Naj weapon. Please don't tell me I lost it. Please don't tell me I lost this thing. You stop by a pizza place in another slice. This man dressed as a chef comes up to you, yelling not to eat it. Yeah, well, eat it anyway. The pizza seems completely fine. You hear him calling you a donkey as you leave. Oh, I lost it. I lost it. Wish for knowledge. Traumatized. Witness curse. Converts all combat stamina damage taken into extra doom. The ground. You poke around the dirt for clues. Oh, she'll do 1 strength. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Search through. Library book. Yay, I'm a good citizen. Okay. Foreign cigarettes. Hell yeah. Search the body. Whoops. Monument. You want something? Material funds. Yeah, I can provide some. You peer down a dark hallway and meet with the torch face of a man. His vision is shrouded in a natural darkness. Can I interest you in a gift? Yeah, sure. Bottle of blood. Drink the blood, filled with boiling blood. The figure hands you a small bottle. Takes it to be gone. The bottle makes sickening noises as contents slush around you in your hand. Okay. Okay, what are those? Expel evil. Oh yeah, I haven't entered the pharmacy. Arm sling. Plus 4 stamina for an arm sling. You're not sure. Sure. Sneak past her. Damn it. Yeah, if my strength drops to 0, then I'm dead. Oh, I can't throw it. I can throw the empty. No, wait. No, I can't. Oh, I can. Yeah. Trade in for 1 fund. Wow. Pills. Medical kit spell item. -5 doom. Okay, well, I guess I won't have to worry about strength anymore. At least. No. I don't know, let's go to the schoolyard. Join you. Sorry, I don't have time for games. Access rooftop. Brakes. That's strange, but I believe you. They're forced a scheme against you. Don't know who you can trust anymore. And I got branded again. Okay, I'm running out of ciggies. That sucks. The right to call moment. Oh shit, oh shit, is the hive mind. Minus 2 reason. Oh, that's called the reason. Oh, what? Yay. Yeah, there we go. Ain't no fair over than what you last week. You don't sound like the sound you hear at night. Now I'm out of Siggies. By exploring the many halls of the labyrinthine hospital, you happen upon an office with a large container of dirt and sand. You'd look inside briefly and the nice ants notice you. They immediately break free of their container and climb on you. You run out of the room before too many can get on you. Shake them off while stomping at the few that remain. The bites sting quite a bit, but you feel fine otherwise. Okay, that's a mental curse. Got it. Hello, a man in a hat suit stops you in the middle of a corridor. Name's Kindaichi. Pleasure to meet you. Can we talk? It's important. According to what I've been learning so far, you might have seen a lot, and you got yourself in quite a strange situation. That's true. Yeah. You tell about the things you've seen. Kindaichi writes in all his notebook, apparently unfazed. Thank you. Take this as a reward. Oh, and one more thing. Be careful around Mr. T and his crows, okay? With a smile, he walks away. Be careful, but I pity the fool who's not careful, but yeah, be careful around Mr. T, okay? I pity the man who has to deal with. I pity the fool. Okay, there's the markings. The markings are markings you receive an electrical shock. Towards what the pain in your hands persists for hours. Where's the book in the library's focus section? It's not even an actual book, but a handwritten journal from Transistor from 1965. It seems he was an avid collector of occult stories and witnesses that rise that occurred in Chicago in the summer of that year. The students keep finding about the tragedy he had committed and the macabre beings he has met. After a while, he closed the journal, shivering from disgust. A priest that reported missing. Does it have to do with the ongoing Harvest Festival? I don't know, but I can sure go for an energy drink right now. Okay, it's already... The word is end. Okay, library notes. Skin removal again. Pull up your skin. Grow teeth. No, I don't want to see Squidward's teeth. Unearthly suture. 1 free injury removal. I don't have any injuries. And I won't. I just told you I don't want this. There we go. Quick thinking, dexterity, charisma. I don't know, leadership. I think Squidward would have wanted to be a leader. Flesh and gore. Skin, strands of hair, bones, insects, flowers, sweat, and soil. All in a macabre unity, melded as one. Perfect form, a flawless vessel to nurture an infinite god. Well, rip Bozo. Rip Squidward. Okay. Okay, we've got 47 followers, so we're like one yeah, like 3 people, like 3 followers, you know, the 3 followers away from the goal, which is you know, pretty cool. I wanted to like rate out, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will today again. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you Sunday. I'll see you on Sunday, where I'll be playing Game Dev Tycoon. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and okay, I think Tikri is no, I'm not rating out. Anyway, goodbye. I'll be lurking in her channel though. Anyway, goodbye. Mwah.